There's a single reveal in this episode that completely rewrites how we understand it, time itself, and even the future of this franchise. And once you notice it, you realize this story was never a simple prequel. Because this finale quietly confirms something terrifying. Pennywise doesn't experience time the way we do. After episode 7, it's clear that Welcome to Derry isn't just setting up the past, it's actively rewriting the future. What looked like a familiar origin story suddenly becomes something far more dangerous. And before we talk about the ending, the cameos, and what this means for a possible It Chapter 3, there's one crucial idea introduced here that connects everything. Time is a flat circle. And once you understand that, the entire show changes. Now stay with me here, because this is where it gets unsettling. The finale confirms that it exists beyond linear time. Past, present, and future are all happening at once from Pennywise's perspective. Tomorrow, yesterday, it's all the same. And here's why that matters. It originates from a higher dimensional plane, but it's trapped inside our three-dimensional world. That limitation creates something that looks like madness, but isn't. It's disorientation. Imagine waking up from a dream and having no idea what year it is. Now imagine that feeling never ends. That's Pennywise. It's everywhere, nowhere, and constantly unsure of where it belongs in time. And that instability explains something fans have argued about for years. Why Pennywise makes mistakes, why it underestimates the Losers Club, why it seems brilliant one moment and reckless the next. It's not stupid, it's lost. And this episode confirms that its awareness of the future may be the very thing that dooms it. If you knew exactly how you were going to die, wouldn't you try to stop it? Here's the twist nobody was expecting. Welcome to Derry was marketed as a prequel, each season going back 27 years, each cycle showing us what came before. Fun concept, low stakes, because we already know the ending, right? Wrong. This finale reframes the entire structure. This isn't a prequel, it's a sequel told backwards. In episode 7, Pennywise attempts to kill the mother of Richie Tozier, someone directly connected to its own death decades later. That's not coincidence, that's strategy. This means Pennywise isn't just reliving past cycles, it's actively trying to rewrite history. And suddenly, every future season becomes Pennywise's next move. The 1935 cycle? Not just the Bradley Gang massacre. It's Pennywise trying again. The 1908 cycle? Another attempt. Each season is it going further back, trying to erase the moment that kills it. But here's the tragic part. No matter what it does, the timeline keeps snapping back. It is still destined to die in 2017. And that failure is driving it deeper into desperation. But what if, one time, it succeeds? This is where things get really interesting. Stephen King has played with alternate realities for decades, especially in The Dark Tower. And this finale opens that exact door. Beverly Marsh becomes the key. In It Chapter 1, Beverly is shown the deadlights. She sees the future. She even says it out loud. I saw us, older. That wasn't just a vision. That was awareness. Exposure to the deadlights may have awakened something in Beverly, the same ability known as the shine. Meaning, if Pennywise succeeds in rewriting history, Beverly might be the only one who remembers the old timeline. Imagine this scenario. Richie never existed. Not erased dramatically, just never born. The Losers Club doesn't remember him, but Beverly does. She wakes up one morning and asks, "Where's Richie?" And everyone looks at her like she's insane. That's not sci-fi for the sake of spectacle. That's psychological horror, and it fits perfectly within King's multiverse logic, because memory is resistance. So here's the theory that ties everything together. Pennywise's final plan isn't survival, it's erasure. By killing key ancestors, it creates a new timeline where the Losers Club never fully forms, where no one is strong enough to defeat it. And if that happens, It Chapter 2 never occurs, the losers never return, and Pennywise feeds forever. But the writers left themselves a counterbalance. Beverly, possibly Mike, possibly anyone touched deeply enough by the deadlights. They exist between timelines, which sets up a potential It Chapter 3 that isn't about killing Pennywise, but restoring reality. The Losers Club may eventually have to transcend time itself, not unlike a certain group of Avengers, to undo what Pennywise changed. And yes, that sounds ambitious. But Stephen King has been telling this story for decades. We're just finally seeing it on screen. This franchise didn't get smaller. It got bigger. If this theory holds, here's what comes next. Future seasons won't just show history. They'll change it. Pennywise may finally succeed once, briefly. Beverly becomes the emotional anchor of the franchise, and It Chapter 3 becomes inevitable. Not a remake, not a reboot, a conclusion. So here's the real question. Is Pennywise fighting fate or proving it can never be escaped? Let me know what you think actually happens if it rewrites history, and whether Beverly is the only one who can stop it. Because if this finale proved anything, we thought we knew this story. We were wrong.